Attorneys get personal to find an unbiased jury to hear the murder case of former UC officer Ray Tensing. The jury has now been seated for the trial. Safety is a concern that most prospective jurors are saying is an issue for them as they were questioned today.
And nearly all had heard about the killing of Sam DuBose, an unarmed black man. Local 12's Deborah Dixon is live at the courthouse to show us how the questions that jurors were asked told us more about this case. Deb?
Yeah, hi, Brad. Now remember, this is the second wave of questioning, which is why it only took one day. They had filled out a 25-page questionnaire. Both sides have been going over those questionnaires. So today, when those jurors were sitting there and they were trying to figure out who's in and who's out, they already knew a lot about them. But here's the bottom line. 4 white women, 2 black women, 6 white men will decide if Ray Tensing is a murderer or if the shooting of Sam DuBose was justified. There are 4 white women as alternatives. Personal questions really made them reveal a lot about themselves, and several of them said they'd already made up their minds about his guilt or innocence.
Have any of you, to the best of your recollection, read or heard anything about this case? Is there anyone in the jury box who is not?
A couple of potential jurors did not know about the Ray Tensing shooting of Sam DuBose, and a couple said they'd already made up their minds about his guilt or innocence.
You've already formed an opinion on guilt or innocence?
I think so.
You can't sign a not guilty verdict.
Both sides say they want a jury to decide the case just on what they hear in the courtroom. That includes body cam video of Sam DuBose's death.
Up front, you're going to see a man die in that video. Is there anybody who feels that they could not participate in this trial just knowing that that's what's going to come?
This is a trial about a white police officer killing an unarmed black man. Race is a factor.
Will you all agree with me that you'll decide this case without worrying about anybody's skin color? We'll just do it based on what the facts show.
The prosecution is calling it murder, a purposeful killing of another human being.
All the state has to prove in this case is that the defendant, Ray Tensing, purposely, which means intentionally, as the judge will tell you, caused the death of Samuel DuBose.
Gibson told the potential jurors that Tensing admitted to the purposeful shooting of DuBose, but the defense says Tensing will take the stand. He will say he was afraid for his life. If the jury believes him, that makes the shooting justified. Both sides are laying out their witnesses. The defense says the first witness will be former UC President Santaono, and that will be done by deposition. What's interesting is that both sides kind of have the same witnesses. They're calling the same people. That includes UC police officers, that includes video experts. Of course, they will have a different interpretation of that video, and use of force experts. Brad?
Deb, thanks very much. Deb, of course, is leading our team at the Tensing trial. Each evening, we'll bring you the kind of coverage that only someone with nearly 4 decades of covering Cincinnati can. We will also have legal analysis from top-flight attorneys such as Hal Ehrenstein. Watch all the court proceedings, gavel to gavel, streaming live at local12.com. You can also read all of our stories. Just go to the news banner, click on the Tensing.